South African National Blood Service is again appealing to the public for donations. The service previously revealed that it only had 3 days' worth of Group O blood stock. For more on this, we're joined by SANBS Medical Affairs Lead Consultant, Dr. Solomzi Ngobo. Dr. Ngobo, a very good evening to you. Welcome to News at Prime. Just how much stock do you have as of tonight?
As of tonight, we are currently sitting at just above 3 days of stock, and ideally we would like to be sitting at 5. And there are some provinces which are more affected than others. In KZN, for instance, we are sitting at less than 3. We are sitting at 2.3, and in Eastern Cape we are sitting at 2.8.
And where?
So than 3.
Pardon me, doctor. Where the stocks are lower, is there any telling if that is due to a low number of people coming forward to donate, or because there's just been more demand for the blood, for example, in emergency units?
Well, the sufficiency of blood is an equation of 2 variables. It's the demand as well as the supply. In this festive season, we tend to be more pressured because of increased demand. You know, during the festive season, there tend to be many cars on the roads. People are moving, and also that tends to come with more accidents than usual, and that places a lot of demand on our blood stocks. And with regards to the supply, during the festive season, people are busy, spending time with their families, the firms are closed, the schools are closed, the universities are closed, and a lot of our blood comes from the factories, from the firms, from the universities, from the school. More so in KZN, where about close to 40 to 45% of our blood comes from, from the students and scholars. So when it is closed during the festive season, we face those challenges.
And I was reading today, doctor, that the lockdown period related to the pandemic has also had quite an impact on your ability to get donations of blood from South Africans.
I was about to get to that, Tembegele. Of course, the COVID-19 has given us challenges since March last year, not only during the festive season, but throughout this whole pandemic, we have had challenges. You know, COVID comes with the fact that, for instance, people work at home, students study from home, they study online. So as a result, SANBS is not able to go to the traditional places like the firms because there would be no people in the firms. They would be at home. Schools would be also the scholars and most of university students would be studying online. So those are the challenges that has been created by the COVID-19. And also some of the firms tend to restrict their people going in and out of their firms. So as a result, SANBS at times would not be able to go to the firms to collect blood.
And doctor, in terms of the shortage itself currently, is it across all blood types or just O?
It's generally O that we normally have a challenge with. The reason why we like O is because it's called the universal blood type, because it can be transfused to any patient of any blood group. And that is ideal for cases of emergencies, such as the trauma that we see during the festive season. So it's mainly the O type, O positive and O negative, that tend to be a shortage.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of the implications for areas such as KZN, for example, where you say you have just above 2 days' worth of stock. Now, I don't know if this is a very likely scenario in this case where you could possibly run out, but say there was a worsening shortage, would you be able, for example, to get in blood quickly from other parts of the country where there's more stock, so to speak?
Of course, we're able to move blood around. We're able to move blood from, South African National Blood Service supplies 8 of the provinces except Western Cape. So we're able to move the blood, be it from Mpumalanga or from Johannesburg or from Bloemfontein to the places where there's a need. So we're able to move the blood. And when I say we have a 3-day stock, what that really means in simpler terms is that if the doctors were to order their blood as usual, and then we put in an equation, we say the donors do not come to donate blood, we then mean that the blood will be finished in 3 days. That's exactly what it means. But of course, we do know that the South Africans, altruistic blood donors, would never allow us to run completely out of blood. They are going to come forward. They are going to come and donate. They will donate after hearing this plea from us. We do trust our donors.
And you've also made the distinction for those people watching tonight who feel they could wake up tomorrow morning to go and give blood. You've said that you accept all blood, whether people are vaccinated against COVID or not. There had been, I understand, some rumor mongering around which blood you take or not. Please speak to us about that and why it's so important to make that pronouncement.
We don't distinguish whether the blood donor is vaccinated or not. As a matter of fact, we don't test for COVID-19. So the blood that we procure from our donors could either be from a vaccinated person or from an unvaccinated person. So, and we don't stratify, even if a donor were to tell us that he's vaccinated, we don't stratify as to whether this is from a vaccinated patient and whether it is from an unvaccinated patient. To us, it does not make a difference. And as a matter of fact, and also for the information, it doesn't matter really whether a patient got blood from the vaccinated or unvaccinated blood. There are no ill side effects.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Dr. Solomuzi Ngobo, good to speak to you, sir.